Have you ever actually stopped and noticed when exactly your favorite white t-shirts start turning into that sad, dingy gray? You'd probably say, well, it doesn't happen overnight, right? It's just wash after wash. The color slowly fades out, and eventually you look at it and honestly can't even tell if it's supposed to be white or light gray anymore. And what about those 100% cotton towels? When you first buy them, they're super fluffy, super absorbent, but cut to 6 months later, they're practically scratching your skin off. Worse, the second they get wet, they get this weird, funky, musty smell that just will not wash out. You probably just brush it off as normal wear and tear. Like, stuff just gets old, right? But what if I told you they aren't getting old? What if I told you that every single time you do laundry, you are literally baking more and more gunk right into your clothes? Because that is exactly what's making your whites turn gray. Try this next time. Right after your washer finishes spinning, pull out a damp towel and just take a good sniff. Do you get that faint, weirdly stale smell? It's not necessarily dirty, but it definitely isn't that fresh, clean laundry smell either. It's almost like something is trapped in there, trying to get out. That smell, it's not your sweat. And it's definitely not because you didn't use enough detergent. It's actually the exact opposite. It's the smell of excess detergent and chemicals trapped deep inside the fabric fibers, slowly fermenting, because they never actually rinsed out. Gross, right? Most people have absolutely zero clue about this, mostly because Big Laundry is sure as hell never going to put this secret in a commercial. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Jared Min. Every day, I'm here exposing the everyday secrets they don't want you to know. Okay, so get this. The average American family spends over $600 a year on laundry stuff. Detergents, fabric softeners, scent beads, stain sprays. Literally every single problem you have has a specialized, overpriced plastic bottle just waiting for you to buy it. Clothes smell bad after a wash? Throw in some scent beads? Towels feel like sandpaper? Pour in the softener. Whites looking dull? Buy this special optical brightener. But have you ever stopped to wonder why these problems never actually go away? You switch brands, you buy the new and improved formula, and nothing truly fixes it. Well, here's the thing. The answer isn't that your detergent isn't good enough. The real villain here is way more basic. The water coming straight out of your own faucet is literally fighting your laundry detergent. No joke. And to fix this, you do not need to buy another expensive product. The magic fix is sitting on the bottom shelf of your local grocery store right now. It costs less than $2 a box, and 99% of people walk right past it without a second glance. But hold on. Before I reveal what it is, we need to understand the root of the problem. Let's talk about how your clothes are actually getting dirtier in the wash. And it all starts with your water. Chances are, the water flowing out of your tap is hard water. Now, all that means is that your water is packed with dissolved calcium and magnesium. It's totally natural, it's not pollution, and honestly, the vast majority of the United States has it. You know that chalky white crust that builds up inside your electric kettle? Yeah, that's exactly what those minerals leave behind. But here's where it gets wild. When you pour liquid detergent into a washer full of hard water, those calcium and magnesium ions basically hijack the soap before it even touches your clothes. In chemistry, this is called forming a soap-scum reaction. The detergent reacts with the minerals to create this grayish, sticky, water-insoluble sludge. Yep, soap scum. And because it's insoluble, it does not wash away. Instead, with every single load of laundry you do, it coats your fabrics, building up layer after layer deep inside the fibers. So, a huge chunk of that expensive detergent you poured in? It's not even cleaning. It's just turning into sludge and literally embedding itself into your wardrobe. White shirts turning dingy, towels getting stiff, that permanent funky smell, these aren't your fault. It's not a bad detergent, and you're not doing laundry wrong. It's a silent chemical reaction happening right under your nose. And guess what? The laundry companies completely know this. So what's their genius solution? Sell you more stuff, obviously. Fabric softeners to coat the stiffness, scent beads to mask the sour trapped odors, and brighteners to trick your eyes into thinking the yellowing is gone. Every single symptom gets its own bottle, and you keep shelling out cash month after month. But literally none of them fix the root cause, because the root problem is your water, not your brand of soap. The crazy part is, this core problem was figured out decades ago. Way back in the 1950s, industrial textile mills up in northern England noticed a weird pattern. The more detergent they used, the faster the fabrics broke down. And the more often they washed things, the more the clothes seemed to lock in foul odors. The textile scientists eventually cracked the code. They realized the fabric fibers were completely suffocated by a microscopic film of soap scum and minerals. And normal washing cycles couldn't strip it off, because the very chemicals they were using to clean were the ones creating the barrier in the first place. By the early 60s, these massive industrial laundries in the UK and the United States had quietly added an alkaline pre-wash step to their routines. Its only job was to strip away this chemical buildup, and honestly, the results were night and day. But here is the kicker. This method never made its way to the everyday consumer. Not because it was too complicated, but because for a nearly $50 billion industry, it was a totally unprofitable secret. Think about it. Once you know this trick, you suddenly need way fewer products. It's just basic business logic, right? No massive corporation is going to spend millions on ads to teach you how to buy less of their stuff. So as a result, this incredibly effective hack just stayed locked up in industrial settings, never once making it onto a shiny display at your local Target. So, what is this magic method using? It is washing soda, chemically known as sodium carbonate. Now wait, hold on. Washing soda is not baking soda. A lot of people mix them up, but chemically they are completely different beasts. Baking soda is sodium bicarbonate. Its pH sits around an 8 or 9. It's super mild, great for baking cookies. Washing soda is sodium carbonate. Its pH is cranked way up to an 11 or 12. It is highly alkaline, and that aggressive alkalinity is exactly why it works miracles. The way it works is just straight up efficient. When you toss washing soda into your laundry water, it instantly spikes the pH and forces those annoying calcium and magnesium ions to precipitate out as inactive carbonates. It literally neutralizes the troublemakers before they can do any damage. This is called water softening. And once the water is soft, your laundry detergent finally gets a fighting chance to actually touch the fabric and do the job you paid for. But that's not all. That high pH environment acts like a wrecking ball on the years of built-up soap scum already trapped in your clothes. It shatters the chemical structure of that hardened mineral film, peeling it right off the fibers so it can just rinse down the drain. Your whites suddenly pop again. Your towels feel fluffy again. And that nasty trapped gym bag smell, it gets completely released and washed away. The whole mechanism is just that straightforward. No magic, no proprietary blends, just basic, undeniable chemistry doing its thing. And the funniest part is, washing soda itself has never been hidden. It's been sitting in grocery stores for decades. Arm & Hammer makes a classic one. It's like a buck or two for a huge yellow box, just quietly chilling on the bottom shelf, waiting for the few people who actually know the secret. So, how do you actually use it? How much do you need? When do you use it? And what fabrics should you absolutely keep it away from? Don't worry, I'm going to break it all down for you right now. Crucial warning before you start. Do not use this on wool, cashmere, silk, or anything labeled as an animal protein fiber. Seriously, don't do it. Cotton and linen have a cellulose structure that thrives in alkaline environments. But wool and silk are proteins. A strong base like washing soda will literally shred their chemical bonds, causing irreversible shrinking, hardening, and pilling. So, cotton, linen, polyester, nylon, you're good to go. Wool, cashmere, silk, hard pass. Also, since washing soda is a strong base, try not to handle it barehanded for too long and just wash your hands after you scoop it. Step 1. Reset your washing machine. A lot of people try to skip this step, but honestly, it is the most critical part of the whole process. Your washer drum right now is most likely coated in a totally invisible layer of nastiness. We're talking soap scum, mineral deposits, leftover detergent, and a lovely little film of mold thriving in the dampness. Every time you throw a load in, your clothes are just sloshing around in that swamp. You think you're cleaning your clothes, but the machine itself has basically never been clean. Resetting it is super easy though. With the machine totally empty, crank the water temperature up as high as it goes, usually the sanitizing cycle, or around 140 degrees Fahrenheit. Then, dump exactly half a cup of washing soda straight into the empty drum. No detergent. No fabric softener. Just let it run a full heavy-duty cycle on its own. Once it's done, grab a damp rag and wipe down the inside of the drum. And most importantly, pull back that rubber gasket around the door. Deep inside those folds, you're probably going to find this dark gray, slimy sludge. That is the mold and soap scum combo I was talking about, and it is the prime suspect for why your clothes smell funky. What you wipe out of there is probably going to permanently ruin your trust in your washing machine. I highly recommend doing this reset every month or two. Step 2. The right way to do daily laundry. Now that your machine is properly reset, we need to tweak how you actually do your daily loads. Before you start a load, sprinkle about 2 tablespoons of washing soda directly into the drum. Do not put it in the detergent dispenser tray. Toss it right in with the clothes. Then, take the amount of liquid detergent you normally use and cut it in half. That's it. Just those 2 simple tweaks. You're probably wondering, how does using less soap make my clothes cleaner? Well, because the washing soda completely pre-softens the water, your detergent doesn't have to fight those mineral ions anymore. 100% of those cleaning agents can now focus purely on lifting dirt out of your fabrics. So, by using half the soap, you're actually getting way more cleaning power than when you used a full cap. Oh, and one quick pro tip about water temperature. Washing soda dissolves way better in warm water than in cold. If you're a die-hard cold water washer, do yourself a favor, dissolve those 2 tablespoons into a little cup of warm water first, then pour that liquid into the drum. This just guarantees it activates and softens the water immediately, instead of sitting on your clothes as a gritty powder. Step 3. The deep clean soak for stubborn issues. If you have a batch of laundry that's already heavily victimized by this buildup, like those towels you've had for 2 years that feel like cardboard and smell weird, or those white tees that just look terminally gray, a standard wash cycle isn't going to cut it. You need to do a deep soak first. Here's the playbook. Fill a tub or a large bucket with cool or warm water, dump in a full cup of washing soda, and stir it up until it dissolves. Submerge those problem items completely, walk away, and just let them soak overnight. We're talking like 8 to 12 hours. Just make sure you don't go past the 12-hour mark, because eventually that high alkalinity can start weakening even cotton and linen fibers. When you check on them the next morning, I want you to look closely at the color of that water. My jaw literally dropped the first time I did this. In most cases, the water turns this murky, gross, grayish brown. That is years of mineral buildup and soap scum physically purging out of the fabric. Wring them out, run them through a normal wash cycle, dry them, and I promise you, the fluffiness and absorbency of those towels will be noticeably resurrected. And hey, before we wrap up, you gotta know that washing soda is basically a cheat code for the rest of your house too. You know those nasty baked-on grease stains on your oven racks that are impossible to scrub off? Soak those racks in a hot washing soda solution for a few hours. That baked-on tar will practically melt off with a light brush. It works 10 times better than suffocating yourself with toxic oven cleaner spray. The crusty white scaling on your shower heads and faucets? That's literally the exact same calcium and magnesium we've been talking about. Take the shower head off, soak it in washing soda water, and the scale just dissolves. And if the inside of your dishwasher is looking chalky, dump half a cup in there empty and run a cycle. It resets it just like your laundry machine. If you walk down the cleaning aisle, you'll see a specific oven cleaner, a dedicated hard water stain remover, and a specialized dishwasher cleaning pod. They want you to buy all of them separately. But fundamentally, they are all fighting the exact same enemies: mineral buildup and saponified grease. 1 box of washing soda, $2. It knocks out almost all of it. 1 box, $2, sitting right there at the grocery store. Look, it's not going to magically fix every single problem in your life. But if you're sick and tired of your shirts fading to gray and your towels turning into sandpaper, this stuff is going to give you better results than literally any fancy new detergent you've ever tried.